Second day of World Summit is on fire! Oh my god! Such an amazing speakers today. I was just like blown away with all the speeches, and I'm recording the videos right away because I just wanted to share this while it's still hot in my head, and I'm still living it. So I wanted to share with you guys what Brendon Burchard shared with us today, and it was so amazing and it helped me a lot to understand a little things, because this guy, he actually started his online knowledge industry, like work in the knowledge industry, in the thought leaders industry in like 2008 or 2003, like long before the social media was on and everything else was just not like this, and the cool thing here that he said is this: no matter where you start something that matters. And for me, like light bulb, right? And he shared the really easy path how you can do this. How you can start something online, right? How you can enter this knowledge industry with just 6 points. Right? What is important, and just go, and these points are building on top of one another. So it's sort of like a pathway, like a map. Start here, then do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. And the other thing is that what he mentioned, I will share with these points with you in a second. But he mentioned this, that you cannot take all of it in one go. It's very important that you're just taking one step at a time, not to get overwhelmed. And at the same time, don't treat this whole thing as a like an identity issue, because you might not know all these other things and how to do it right now, but it doesn't mean that you're not made for this, right? Because all it means that you just don't have certain skills yet that you need to acquire in order to get where you want to be. And that was his story, basically. He was sharing with us how he first created, a product, then how he realized he didn't know how to market it, how to sell it. Then he realized he also need to create a structure that will be consistent, and so on and so on and so on. So here's the 6 points that he shared, okay? Point number 1, he was talking about expert story positioning. And this is super amazing for me, because this is nothing else than Epiphany Bridge script. This is what I'm teaching to my students, right? But he just had his own name. So he said that expert story positioning is nothing else than sharing your story in a very specific way. When you show the struggle first, then you show the search, right? How do you solve this problem that you were struggling with? And then you show them the solution, right? Struggle, search, solution, 3 S's. Awesome, right? But this is pretty much the same thing as you have an Epiphany Bridge script. The easiest way, like I call it MESS, most effective strategy, storytelling structure, right? Which is before something, right? Something was happening, before you were struggling. Then discovery, that's your search. You were searching, and discovery. And then after, that's your solution, right? So those were really cool. And then he said, also he shared that it's very important, and in order to start something that really matters, you have to align your actions with your purpose, right? So why you're doing it. You want to tell yourself at the end of your life that you lived it fully, right? And then you experienced real feelings, real love, and you really mattered to you, to other people, to the world, right? So that was point number 1. Then second thing, consistency. So at this point, he was talking about like creating a procedure, or creating a program, or creating a framework that you can follow in a longer period of time, right? So you have to create something that you can commit to. Not just like, oh, I need to do this and this and this and this and that, and then you're hopping in and trying to do everything, and then you're burned out after 2 weeks. So that's not going to work. So you need to make sure that whatever you're coming up with, that you will be able to commit to that and do it throughout months and years, and so on and so on. And there are ways how to do this, right? So no matter where you are. Then the point number 3 was the grid. another thing that I already knew, but he named it a little bit differently. So what the grid is the three integrated products. So also related to the tool that I called the power of one. So he was mentioning the story of Apple, right? And Steve Jobs coming into Apple and telling them, you're doing too many things. You have to just focus on one, right? And then you have this one product, and then you integrate two other products that are sort of like related with this first one, right? And you meet your customers on three different price tags, right? And then it's just going like a value ladder from here to here. You're taking people up, right? So this is the grid. This is the value ladder. Then the point number 4, he was telling that you need to learn how to sell stuff, and he came back to telling us that we need to make sure that we're not taking it personally. That it's not about our identity. I'm not I'm salesperson. I don't like sales. I was not born for this. He says that sales is a skill set. It's just something that you go and learn, just like you're learning how to add numbers, just like you're learning how to read, how to write, how to do whatever else. This is just a process that you're going through, and you go to the whatever program, the sales program, they tell you have to do this and this and this and this and this. And a cool thing that he was sharing as well, that he went through a couple different programs and he realized that there are patterns, which is also what I know so far, that no matter what program you're going, there are patterns. They have, just like here, a lot of stuff that Brendon shared was actually the same thing that Russell Brunson is sharing, but he would use different names, right? Or he would have his own like very specific lingo, right? Like a jargon. But at the end of the day, if you already know this, you're gonna see the pattern. You're gonna see that this is the same, just said in a different way, right? So you just go and learn that. Then number 5 was subscription model, right? So you have this core offer, you have this 3 integrated products, you meet your people on 3 different price levels. So you're pretty much selling one product, but on 3 different levels, right? So you can also look at it as you're selling on the basic level. The low level is a level when you tell them do it yourself. I show you the way, but do it yourself. The second level is a little bit like a middle price level, is let me help you do it with you, right? And then the high level is done for you, right? Or if it's a course, it can be like a one-on-one coaching, for example. Yeah. So that's the core offer. But number 5 was the subscription model. So you have to come up with a way how you can actually consistently deliver people to those people that you're serving some value, and that will allow you to make predictions that you're going to be earning money within the next decade or whatever, like what kind of money you're going to be earning, and that's going to be your budget for your team, for your marketing, for everything else, right? For your ads. And so you can invest that kind of money without feeling scared that you're just going to go under because your company is not going to bring enough customers, right, to pay for that. And having that subscription, the certain amount of money will be coming in monthly, right? And then you can scale it. This is how you scale it up, right? But this is also obviously not something that you're starting with. You're just starting with this integrated offer first, of these 3 products, and one product on 3 different levels, right? And then number 6, he said that you have to have the right mindset for this, right? Some right mentality, actually, he called it mentality. And what he was talking about over here is that this is a mentality of the role model, right? Role model mentality. So you have to think about it in a way that you're following your role models, but you are also a role model for people who are one chapter behind you, right? So you're showing up and serving them without feeling like you deserve to be called a master yet, right? Because you're just a learner. But in order to start serving a bigger amount of people, you actually have to start serving and get better at this. And there is no other way to get better by just you doing the thing, right? So this is pretty like straightforward thing. Just go and do it, right? Find one person that you can help, and even if you're not going to earn money on this, you will get better. abilities, right? Better capabilities. You will just get better at this, right? And then once you're going to be good enough that people will see that you are the person that can lead them, well, they will start paying money, right? So this is his process, the whole thing. I really loved it. He makes the stuff so easy when he's explaining this. I hope I made it easy for you as well, trying to paraphrase him in a few moments. Now let me know, guys, if that video was helpful, and if you want me to drop more value videos from the World Summit over here, I'm happy to share. Let me know how you're doing and how else can I be of service. Thanks very much, and see you on another video. I'm going back to the summit now. Take care.